Hi, I'm Chris Peacock, and this is Torchwood, Season 1, Episode 9, Random Shoes, which is just a great name. I love that name. I am assuming that there actually are going to be some random shoes in this episode, literally. Like, that's the MacGuffin of the episode, is some random shoes that turn up. I'm assuming. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe that's not where this episode will be going. But, yeah. Let's just find out. Okay. Were you actually trying to commit suicide, or...?
That looks a lot like me.
It is you.
Couldn't even cross the road without messing it up.
No bag, nothing. I mean, what was he doing here?
Am I dead?
Well, at least you're a ghost.
Anything on his phone from today?
Just some pictures of random shoes.
Okay, there we go. Are we going to get any kind of
Let's back
flashback?
up a bit.
Okay, thank you.
When the moment mattered, I blanked. Let the side down. Made a mess of it.
This fell out of the sky and landed plop beside me.
From the sky?
Yeah. Have it.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. I thought the teacher was going to give him a little bit of a pep talk after losing the... Because I was about to say, at least the teacher's going to be nice to him here. I mean, the teacher was nice to him, but it didn't give him any kind of pep talk. Okay. This is father just walking in to yell at him.
Bloody hell have you been?
Yep.
Good evening.
Dad was mad at me for losing the final. But now I had the...
Why?
And what I realised was, if it fell from the sky, it probably...
Okay. I said it really quietly. Some. Okay. Because I know I just said parents are so stupid. I did say some before the word parents. I just said it really quietly. They take things way too seriously. Way more serious than the kids sometimes. Like, see parents at sporting events that their kids are playing in. It's like, you're not even playing. Sit down and shut up. I mean, I'm not saying don't cheer, but... He leave?
That was the night Dad went away.
Oh, goodbye, Dad. You're better off.
But it was...
Perhaps you couldn't really identify him.
We could.
Oh, that's his tea there.
Oh.
Look, Mum, I'm sorry, but... we got the best team ever working on this. Torchwood, me, top.
I don't know how old he's supposed to be. Was his brother born during that flashback? Like, was he a baby? Or would the brother have a different father? Because the brother's father is gone too, if it is a different father, because he said he was in New York. Of course, that could have been on business, not living in New York. I don't know. I don't even think it's relevant. I was just curious what his age was.
The man says he thought he'd be okay, so he drove on.
Oh, he was a sweet guy. That is very sad. Now, can we get on with some proper work, please?
Oh my god. This isn't funny. This poor guy died. It's not funny.
You know someone called Eugene Jones?
That's me, mate. That's me.
About middle height, sandy hair, ordinary looking.
What can I do for you, love?
Yeah, I come in here every day. 2 eggs, ham and chips every day.
2 eggs, ham and chips, please.
Wow, this is so weird.
That is a little weird.
I want to return some DVDs on behalf of someone who's deceased.
Deceased? No shit. That's pretty final.
Eugene Jones?
Hey, I think you used to come in, yeah? With a
Oh,
mate.
duh!
I'm Morag. And me and Morag used to go out. So, how come I can remember
That's the
the
carpet.
details of my fascinating daily life, but the vital couple of weeks before I died are still a complete mystery to me?
Are you Gary?
Yeah.
Oh, you were looking at the shoes. I was looking at the carpet. Just to see if we were even in the right place.
I said, yes, you've got to go. I said, but I haven't got the money. And he said he'd get it for me.
So he was going to pay for a ticket for you to go to Australia with him? Oh. But where was he going to get the money from?
Exactly.
You said you haven't bought a new pair of socks in 6 years.
I said you haven't even had a new pair of socks in 6 years.
Okay, so
He
you're
stood
starting
up
to remember.
and I'm going to sell it.
The
I
eye.
said what? He said my alien artifact.
I'm gonna sell it on eBay.
Eugene, it's very nice of you, but I don't think that's going to get me the bus into town, let alone a flight to Sydney. 200, 300.
That doesn't look like eBay.
1,000.
Wait, does eBay look different in other countries? That actually could be. I'm just going to assume eBay looked different. I know it's not the year, because I was on eBay even back then. So, and I remember what eBay looked like, and it wasn't this.
Oh my God, Eugene, you're rich.
Plastic eye. It's a consolation prize. Still, Eugene treasured it.
That was night. Dad walked out.
Went away.
Okay, it is your dad.
He works for a big corporation in America.
Stop giving us that shit. He's not Superman, Mum. He works at a garage on Filey Road.
No.
Eugene found about 2 weeks ago.
I've spent my life believing in stupid stories, fantasies. I'd wasted my life. Once I'd seen him there, everything I dreamed about was like rubbish. Just a crock of shit, including the eye. So why not sell it? No, don't, Gwen! I don't want anything to do with him.
I love how she's kind of hearing him. Like, I know she's not, but she also is. I love that.
It's okay.
It's gonna turn out she is. That would be hilarious. Like, she doesn't really truly interact with him all episode, but then way at the end of the episode, she just acknowledges that she could see him the whole time, and that's the reason she didn't give up on this, is because she knew. I don't really think it's gonna go there, but that would be funny.
What exactly is a sixth eye? I mean, exactly.
It's one in the back. Lets you see behind you where you've been. Kind of puts things in perspective. It's useful, fun, slightly terrifying. That's why they were in demand.
See, I told you.
Gary.
Why you running, Gary?
You hike the bid.
I created 3 or 4 online aliases and used them to inflate the price.
I think he's come back to claim what's rightfully his. Gary, I'd stop believing in him. I mean, I thought I was a total sucker, but who else would be bidding this kind of money for a prosthetic eye? I think I'm finally going to meet him.
Well, I was doubtful at first, you know, and then suddenly, out of nowhere, bam, 15,000. And
Why would Eugene take a photo of your shoes? And whose are the other shoes?
they're just random shoes, I should think.
I don't want you to find out what happened. I don't want this to end. I love you. I love you.
A little creepy. But hey, for all I know, I dead people standing right next to me right now in this reaction. So, whatever.
And saw my mates.
I'm meeting the buyer.
Okay, Gary, I understand, but the guy from the video store? I didn't get the impression that they were friends. And even though I know his memory was a little off, he remembered that Gary was his friend. He didn't remember that the video store guy was his friend, because he didn't identify the video store guy as his friend when they were at the video store.
You bid 15,000 for the eye.
Not us. No way. Turns out there was real interest.
Someone else bid the 15,000, but then you got greedy.
Call it a cab.
Hey, slow down.
Banana milkshake?
Thank you.
I didn't really know what the eye was anymore. But I was damned if I was going to let it go for £34 in a banana milkshake.
Well, that's just not acceptable behaviour. Not at a happy cook.
No.
They were making a...
What did you do that for, twat? I miss him.
Mr. Jones, you don't know me, but I'm a friend of your son, Eugene. got some bad news, I'm afraid.
Now I remember. All the stuff that tells you you're alive. By rights, I should be well pissed off. My mates had cheated on me, and I didn't get to meet any aliens. And here he is. My dad. Only 14 years late.
14. Okay. Yeah. Late 20s then. Okay.
Good honey boy. The pipes are calling.
Not yet. Dad made a mess of things and went away. And that's a shame, really. It's a terrible pity.
Mm-hmm.
Because we missed each other.
I'm 28.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, hi. Thank you. I'm sorry I had to ask you to do that.
Yeah, no problem.
The eye?
Now it's no longer inside me. Why the hell am I still hanging around?
Eugene? The eye is in the bag now, rather than in you. Are you...
You'll eat the equivalent in weight of 6 elephants.
Eugene's gonna save her?
Oh, isn't life amazing? Gwen! Gwen! Gwen!
Eugene,
Are you okay?
it is so good to see you.
How?
Eugene, you're on my leg.
Oh, sorry.
No, no.
Can he see me? He can see me. Goodbye, Gwen.
Okay, so you are still dead.
Don't go now, Eugene.
The average life is full of near misses and absolute hits, of great love and small disasters. It's made up of banana milkshakes, loft insulation and random shoes. It's dead ordinary and truly, truly amazing. Take it from me. Life just whizzes by and then, all of a sudden, it's...
That was a good episode. I'm very curious. Oh, it's going to be a while before I find out. I am very curious about how this episode is received by the fandom as a whole. Because I'm not sure. I very much enjoyed it, though. It's probably my favorite episode of Torchwood so far. There's still a few episodes of Doctor Who I've enjoyed more, but this is probably my favorite episode of Torchwood so far. I'm trying to think if any of the other episodes beat it. No, I don't think they do. I think this is my favorite episode of Torchwood so far. Okay, when I was saying how, when he saved Gwen, I thought he'd come back to life, and that was the how. I can understand that, like, the eye, some kind of power with the eye gave him physical form just long enough to save Gwen, and then he went off to, I don't know, heaven, we'll say. Even if there is no heaven within the Torchwood universe, I don't have anything better to say than heaven. I mean, he went up, so clearly I think if there was no afterlife beyond being a ghost temporarily, he just would have disappeared, not went up. So there's clearly something. Again, even if you don't believe in that in real life, I'm talking about within the context of within the show's universe. It might not be heaven, but it's something. Maybe he's just floating around in space, I don't know. Oh boy, though. I was... Okay, so she did know Eugene was there the whole time. She couldn't see him and she couldn't hear everything he was saying, but she could feel that he was there. Definitely. Because she was about to ask him if he was going to go. right. Oh. I'd love to talk about this episode more, but I actually have to watch a ton of other stuff tonight, so I'm just going to end it here. But I very, very, very much enjoyed this one. Hopefully you do too. Did too. When you first watched it, or watched it now, or whatever. I don't know. Doctor Who next. Yes. Going back to Doctor Who for 2 episodes. And then we will return to Torchwood.